At 25, I had $127 in my bank account and thought I'd already lost the wealth game. 2 years later, I hit 50K not from a promotion, inheritance, or side hustle, but by breaking one invisible rule that keeps 62% of millennials permanently broke. If you're making more money than ever but your savings account still looks pathetic, this trap has you too. Real quick, comment your city or country below. I want to see how global this lifestyle matching trap really is. New York, London, Lagos, Berlin, drop it. And if you're serious about joining the builders instead of staying stuck as a spender, hit that subscribe button right now. This isn't just a channel, this is a wealth building movement, and you're either in or you're out. Now let's run the numbers and I'll show you exactly why you're bleeding money without even knowing it. You think that $500 upgrade to your apartment or the new laptop you bought to match your coworkers is a minor splurge. Mathematically, that choice is costing you $120,000 by the time you're 40. Let me prove it. Meet Sarah and James, both 25, both just got a raise. Sarah gets $5K more per year, James gets £4K. Same moment, same age, but watch what happens next. Sarah thinks, I deserve this, I work hard. She upgrades her apartment, $400 more per month in rent, nicer kitchen, better neighborhood, makes total sense, right? James, he puts that £4K raise straight into a high-yield savings account. Doesn't touch his lifestyle. Same flat, same life, just one different choice. Here's where the math gets brutal. That $5K Sarah spent on rent upgrades, gone forever. But James's £4K, at a conservative 7% annual return, it grows to $120,000 by the time they're both 40. $120,000 from one decision at 25. Now here's the question nobody asks, why does this feel normal? Why does upgrading your life when you get a raise feel like the only option? Because we've been sold a lie, the lifestyle matching trap, the invisible rule that says your spending has to climb with your income, your job title, your friend group. And by 27, the damage is done. Sarah has $2K saved. James has $18K. That's a $16,000 gap in just 2 years from one raise, one choice. That's the invisible bleed. Every lifestyle upgrade is a wealth leak you'll never get back. And the worst part, Sarah doesn't even realize she is bleeding, because everyone around her is doing the exact same thing. But you're about to learn exactly how to stop it. Your parents told you to save 10% of your income and you'd be set. Work hard, budget, don't buy fancy coffee, save 10%, retire rich. But here's what they didn't tell you. What worked for 22-year-olds in 1995 doesn't work for you in 2025. Not even close. In 1995, the average US rent ate up 20% of your income. 20%, that left 80% for everything else. Food, savings, life. Today, that same rent consumes 45% of your income. You're spending double just to keep a roof over your head before you've bought a single meal. And if you're in the UK or EU, you got hit even harder. Inflation between 2020 and 2024 outpaced salary growth by 3 times. Your paycheck went up 5%, your groceries went up 15%, your rent went up 20%. The math literally doesn't work anymore. I saved 10% like my mom said every single month. I did everything right. But I still can't afford a down payment. I'm 32 and I have $18K saved. Houses in my area start at $350K. I'd need 6 more years just to hit 20% down. By then, who knows what prices will be. You hear that? She did everything right. And she's still losing. So let me ask you this, if the game changed, why are we still playing by the old rules? Because nobody told us the rules changed, that's the problem. Your parents saved 10% and bought a house at 28. You saved 10% and you're fighting just to hit 20K by 30. It's not your fault, but it is your problem. The 20s playbook is dead. It doesn't fail you by accident, it actively keeps you broke, because it was built for a world that doesn't exist anymore. Here's the reality, you can't save your way to wealth in 2024. Not with 10%, not with the old advice, not when rent alone is eating half your paycheck. You need a new playbook, one built for your economy, your costs, your timeline. And that's exactly what I'm about to give you. This is the strategy that took me from $0 to $50K by 27. Not luck, not a trust fund, not some crypto gamble. A system. I call it the 30s protocol. It's a modified 60-20-20 rule, and it works whether you're in New York, London, Paris, or Berlin. Here's how it breaks down. 60% of your income goes to wealth building, not savings, building. 20% goes to your actual needs, rent, food, transport, the stuff you can't avoid. 20% goes to wants, the fun money, the guilt-free spending, the life you actually want to live. Now I know what you're thinking, 60% to wealth, that's impossible. Hold that thought, let me show you how this actually works in the real world. If you're in the US, here's your move. Step 1, max out your 401k match. This is free money from your employer. If they match 5%, you contribute 5%. That's an instant 100% return. You'll never beat that. Step 2, put 30% of your income into a Roth IRA and a high-yield savings account. The Roth grows tax-free. The savings account is your safety net, 4% to 5% interest, fully liquid. If you're in the UK, your play is different but just as powerful. Contribute to a SIP, your self-invested personal pension, and a lifetime ISA. The government gives you a 25% bonus on your ISA contributions. That's free money, just like the 401k match. If you're in the EU, use Pillar 3A in Switzerland or a P in France for tax-advantaged investing. Pair it with Revolut savings for your emergency fund, up to 4% APY, accessible anytime. By 26, you have 18K. By 27, you hit 50K. By 30, you're looking at 6 figures. This isn't theory, this is math. Compound interest doesn't care about your feelings, it cares about consistency. And here's what nobody tells you, this isn't about cutting out fun. You still have that 20% for wants, you can still travel, still go out, still buy the things that matter. This is about prioritizing wealth over temporary status. It's about choosing $50K by 27 over a slightly nicer apartment at 25. That's the 30s protocol, that's the system, and it works, the math is easy. You've seen it, 60-20-20, compound interest, $50K by 27. The strategy works, the numbers don't lie. But the psychology, that's the real enemy. It's the lifestyle matching trap, and it's the reason most people never escape financial mediocrity. It's your brain telling you to spend more because your friends are doing it, your coworkers are doing it, your TikTok feed is screaming it at you every single day. I got a Euros 3K raise last year. Finally felt like I was making real money, you know. My whole team was riding these expensive bikes to work. Carbon frames, the whole setup. I thought, I can afford this now, I deserve it. So I bought one, Euros 2K, felt amazing for like 2 months. Then I did the math. That 2K euros invested at 7% would be Euros 15K in 5 years. I traded 15,000 euros for 2 months of feeling cool in front of my coworkers. 15,000 euros for a bike to match his team. That's the trap. And social media, it's gasoline on the fire. 68% of millennials admit to overspending just to keep up with their peers. 68%, that's not a minority, that's most of us. Here's the choice, you can spend your 20s trying to look rich on Instagram. Or you can spend your 20s actually becoming rich in private. But here's what makes this so brutal, the trap feels justified. You got promoted to senior analyst, don't you need the nicer suit? You're dating someone impressive, don't you deserve to take them somewhere fancy? Your friends all drive nice cars, don't you want to fit in? No. Your job title doesn't require a fancy car, your future self requires savings. Your relationship doesn't need expensive restaurants, your financial freedom needs compound interest. The ego trap convinces you that spending equals success, that looking wealthy is the same as being wealthy. It's not. That guy in the BMW, he's got $800 in his savings account and a $650 monthly car payment. That woman in the 10-year-old Honda, she's got 43K invested and no debt. Who's actually winning? The trap is invisible until you choose to see it. And today, right now, you're choosing to see it. Now let's kill it, alright, enough theory. Let's turn this strategy into action. Here are the exact tools to start building your 50K today. No fancy degrees required. No financial advisor fee, just your phone and 30 minutes. If you're in the US, here's your arsenal. Tool 1 Mint. This auto-tracks your 60-20-20 split. You link your bank accounts, set your budget categories, and it shows you in real time whether you're on track or bleeding money. You'll see your spending broken down instantly. No spreadsheets, no guessing, just facts. Tool 2 Vanguard. Open a Roth IRA in 10 minutes. Seriously, 10 minutes. You pick a target date fund, set up automatic contributions, and you're done. Your money grows tax-free for decades. Pick the year closest to when you turn 65. The fund does everything else. Tool 3 HSA if you're eligible, Health Savings Account. This is the most tax-advantaged account in the US tax code. Tax-deductible going in. Tax-free growth. Tax-free withdrawals for medical expenses. Triple advantage. If you're in the UK or EU, your tools look different but work just as well. Tool 1 YNAB you need a budget. This is perfect for managing your 20% wants without breaking the rule. You give every euro or pound a job and the app keeps you honest. You'll know exactly how much guilt-free spending you have left every month. Tool 2 DeGiro, low-cost investing for EU residents. You can buy index funds, ETFs, whatever you want with some of the lowest fees in Europe. No minimum investment. Start with 50 euros if that's all you have. Traditional banks charge you 1% to 2% in fees. DeGiro, more like 0.05%. That difference is thousands of euros over 10 years. Tool 3 Revolut Saving, up to 4% APY on your emergency fund. Fully accessible, no lock-in periods. This is where your 6-month safety net lives. Now here's your action plan. 3 steps, do them in order. Step 1, auto-deduct 60% of your paycheck to your wealth accounts on payday. The day your salary hits your account, 60% moves automatically to your Roth IRA, your SIP, your investment account, wherever you've set it up. You never see it, you never touch it, it just grows. Step 2, use a budgeting app to lock in your 20% for wants. This is your fun money, no guilt, no shame, spend it on whatever makes you happy. Just don't exceed 20%. Step 3, quarterly check-in. Every 3 months, look at your allocations. Did your income change? Adjust the 60-20-20 split. Did your expenses go up? Rebalance. 15 minutes, 4 times a year, that's it. These tools do the work for you. Set it and forget it, and watch your wealth grow. No excuses left. You have the strategy, you have the tools. Now you just need the identity. 12 months ago, I was the guy stressing about rent. Checking my bank account multiple times a day, wondering if I'd miscalculated groceries, watching my friends buy new cars while I was stuck with $127 in savings. Today, I'm the guy who's on track to retire early. This is what your future looks like if you follow the 30s protocol. Remember Chapter 1, The Invisible Bleed, the lifestyle upgrades that cost you $120,000 by 40. Gone. The lifestyle matching trap, the psychological enemy that convinced you spending equals success. Neutralized. You're no longer a spender, you're a builder. And that identity shift, that's everything. Because here's what happens when you become a builder. 12 months from now, you have 15K saved. You're on track, you're not guessing anymore, you're executing. Your friends are still upgrading apartments, still buying bikes to match their coworkers, still stuck in the trap. But you're building. 5 years from now, you have $150K in investments, and here's where it gets wild. That $150K is generating $30K per year in passive income. That's $2,500 per month you didn't have to work for. Think about what that means. What would you do with an extra $2,500 every single month? You could quit the job you hate, take a year off to travel, start the business you've been dreaming about, work part-time and actually see your family. That's not fantasy, that's math. Or maybe you just want to buy your first home. This strategy gives you the down payment. While your peers are still renting and hoping you're signing papers, wealth isn't about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep and grow. You can make $200K a year and still be broke if you spend $210K. Or you can make $45K a year and build $50K by 27 if you follow the system. Start today, not tomorrow, not Monday, today. Set up the accounts, automate the 60%, lock in the tools, and by 27 you'll be the one others are asking for advice. You'll be the one who figured it out, the builder, the one who broke free. This is possible. It's not reserved for trust fund kids or tech bros or people who got lucky. It's for you, right now. Now go build that $50K. If you believe that wealth isn't about how much you earn but about how much you keep and grow, and that your 20s aren't too late to build real financial freedom, like and share this story. Subscribe now for more stories like this. Also check out the 2 videos showing on the screen right now, specially crafted for you.